Hey, FlimsyLunchTray here, and welcome to Armored Warfare for our Wednesday video. Today, I want to talk more about the Tier 9 T249 Vigilante, as I have a good number of battles racked up with this AFV and been spending a lot of XP, giving it more upgrades. We're getting there. Still have another 700,000 XP to go before getting the improved commander optics and improved weapon cooling system. But this is an AFV. It's mounted with a self-propelled anti-aircraft gun. It's a 37mm gun that has some impressive burst fire rates of 3,618 rounds a minute. Reload time of the clips is 12.44 seconds. Damage per minute, you can do up to 9,885 per minute in ideal situations. And then max damage of a shell, well, you could do more than, or maybe it is just 32. This pumps out so many rounds. It's in those burst clips. With this Gatling gun, it's just it's intense. Okay, I could definitely say that's intense about this. So I want to talk about the playstyle, and we're going to look at the Operation Life Jacket. So I've been playing a couple of games with this, trying to not remind myself, but I don't know, feel like I do a decent job at covering this T249 AFV. As there's two play styles, I would say, with this AFV. I mean, one is just off the top, and I'll try to, maybe I can try to feature it in the game, an operation. One is the spotting role, right? You have a radar built into the spotting. We can spot distant targets at a rather good distance. And then the other is when the enemy tanks are engaged with your allies, just simply sweeping in. And then being able to get some flanking shots. It's kind of aggro. It's almost like, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of some of those on World of Tanks. You have some really good light tank players, and they just get really aggro, and they just like send it in and deal some really good damage and have some really clutch plays. But of course, this is just with PvE, not the same thing necessarily in that example. But you have a spotting playstyle, and then you have this kind of micro-aggressive playstyle where you're playing around your clips. Right, because you get 4 burst clips in a magazine round. I don't know how exactly want to say that. But, yeah, so let's go ahead and move up.
There are also some trucks filled with explosives in the area. Disarm them before they detonate to minimize damage to the plant.
Okay, actually, I think we want to be more on the right. I'll get this position set up here. And they're already in, so sometimes I like to go up and play next to this rock, but you don't really want to do that in AFV. It's this rock here. Oops, I think we missed most of their shots. They're about to kill him. We'll go ahead and reload the clip by clicking C. I like playing around this rock right here from a light tank or main battle tank, but in AFV I'm just gonna get wrecked. You can take about 2, maybe 3 rounds before you will die. So do keep that in mind. Let's go for this one. Gotta lead him just a little bit.
Enemy destroyed. Reloading.
And we'll reload. So starting off, this is a really good place to be. Sometimes you have people who be pretty aggressive and push all in. Might be a little better if you're showing us some more side. We'd get more damage in, but it's okay. Maybe I could aim actually more to the right so I wouldn't hit all those rocks. We do have a radar that can extend our range out even further and spotting through foliage, but you can see our camo factor drops from 37 to 32%. So I don't always necessarily use the radar, but it is convenient to have, as it helps spot through the foliage and stuff, right? So in this situation, we have our allies down here doing spotting for us, so we don't need to utilize our radar right now. Or do they technically call it something? No, it's called radar. I was like, wait, do they call it something else in the game? Because in being more of a main WoW's content creator, I was like, actually, I was recording one video earlier playing this, and I was like, oh yeah, sometimes, you know, you want to be able to turn and use the stern of your tank, stern of a warship, the rear of your AFV. Because one of the things that's great about this AFV is that if you shoot from the rear, if I turn around, you have a greater gun depression. So right now in this situation, try to show you, I can't. Let's see right here. So you can see there's kind of this divot on the left where it actually goes up. So if you look, you can kind of see there's this on the front. So that is a bit frustrating sometimes to deal with if I'm on a hill ridge. So often I find myself actually just turn the tank AFV around, excuse me, and then look how much lower I can spot now, right? So. Ooh, almost used another clip there. Wait. Okay, apparently I'm not going to get through that. This is a little bit of a difficult situation for us, because if we don't get too close in here, you know, honestly, we should move over to where the Thunderbolt is. It'll give us some greater distance. Sometimes I play that position as a light tank, but there's just a lot of material in the way there. So, when possible, the best damage you're going to deal is to the rear of a tank. Otherwise, you want to go be going for the side. Front on with this 37mm autocannon, Gatling gun, excuse me, you're not going to be able to deal a lot of damage. So do keep that in mind. Now, let's actually peek out over this way. Should get a lot of damage in right here. Yeah. And then we'll just simply take to the right. If I would have waited a moment, we would have got more damage in and shooting the rear of that Leopard to A6. So when you pop, how I like to play it, when I'm playing in around cover like this, is I like to just reverse out, because there's less of the tank. If I go bow out, maybe I can show that here in a moment. See, I said it again. If I go front out, right, I have to expose so much more of the tank to be able to get my gun on target, so ideally you want to play more on coverage like this. He's got really good spotting. And we're going to reload. And when you're reloading the whole magazine, it's just best to move into cover. There's no need to sit out. Now here we actually want to go deal with the Sphinx, because he's capping. But when you're reloading, just simply sit in cover. There's no need to be risking your tank's hit points, your AFE's hit points. So right now, with all the dead bodies, we can really only deal... We can grab his attention and just shoot his upper part. It's just going to be a lot of 13. So try to draw some of his attention away, so maybe our team can get in there a little bit more comfortably. Okay, he's moved out. This is great. I really need to wrap this up so I can go get in position for the next wave. Yeah. And we've gone through all of our rounds, so we'll simply press Q and reload. And we need to get in cover now, because we've waited too long. So I like to come in over here. We're going to maybe take a rocket. Zoom out. Likely we're going to sacrifice a life sitting here, but... But at this close, we're going to be doing a lot of pin damage too. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have healed. I probably should have just let myself die so I can get further back. Sometimes when you only shoot them, that's when they decide to shoot you, right? So we're not dealing any damage to them right now. I think he's the only one who can actually see me. So naturally he wants to shoot me.
The Lions are throwing everything they have at us. Smoke grenade out.
See if he so decides to shoot or not. It's hard to deal damage to him when he's not sitting full on side to us.
Identify target. Hostile tank.
So we're getting some spotting from this position as well. I think he's the one spotting us. He's good spotting characteristics.
They hit us hard. Target eliminated.
Woo.
Reloading.
Now this would be the great opportunity to fall back, but it's too late for me. Okay, he missed that. I don't think he's gonna get me the next shot probably. Yeah. All right. So we spawn in the back. We gotta move all the way up. So we got the secondary objectives out of the way. So that's a little bit of an aggressive position. I mean, you can sit further back here, like where this Merkava is. Oops, I'm not looking at the screen, so we just got some error. Sit where the Merkava is, further on back. There are some that spawn back there. You have some spawning over here. But it's really fun to sit there because you can just dish out a lot of damage. Sometimes if I'm divvying up and I'm playing with, a friend, being able to have a main battle tank sit there with me is actually really nice. Okay, we only have 45 seconds left. Is that guy still alive? Have they not killed him? That's honestly surprising. Oops.
No pen. Identify. Hostile
Yeah, I
tank.
think we're gonna get shot here in a moment.
No effect.
Perhaps. Yep. Ooh.
Smoke out. Move.
Yep. My bad. So that's a mistake I made. I just decided to stop out and out of cover. And so I put myself in a really bad situation. I was hoping to actually run up and kind of show more of an aggressive playstyle where you just like run up on an enemy tank and shoot them. So I guess that just helps illustrate the weakness of this AFV. I mean, it's an AFV, right? So you have to be really mindful in your positioning. Otherwise, like that, I played my positioning poorly wrong because I thought they were all just going to sit behind those massive silos, and we paid the price for it, and we died. So that's exactly what should have happened in that situation. I deserved death for my poor misplay there at the end. But I think overall we did all decently. We'll see. If the post-battle results decides to load. Oh yeah, we got blue stars. I mean, we're gonna get this anyhow. As long as we deal 7,500 damage in a PvE match, they charge. The blue star, so we got the most XP. Destroyer, destroyed the most enemy vehicles in a winning PvE match. So we got 15 destroyed, 33,000 damage. Spotted 12, we did 40,200 assist damage. And we got 5 kill assists on top of our 15 kills, 988 XP there. And went through 2,616 shots fired, so we definitely had to use the Q key. When you play Rated Decay, you are definitely burning through this ammunition for sure. So, but it's a really fun T249 armored fighting vehicle here in Armored Warfare. So if you haven't picked it up yet, it's something I would recommend picking up if you like playing AFVs. If not, it's probably can be a bit frustrating to play this. I mean, as AFVs should, they don't have a lot of armor, so if you mess up, you suffer. You will pay the price with your life here with the T249. So, with that being said, next week I'm going to do a video talking about playing over 250 hours now in Armored Warfare. I've played this game for over a year now, year and 2 months, I think. So I'm like, hey, maybe it's time I do a further reflection video after now over a year playing the game and having that 250 plus hours here in Armored Warfare. So if you liked today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe if you do want to see more, especially if you want to catch that video next Wednesday is when I plan to upload it. And we will catch you next time. So take care.